Yo, my name is JD and welcome back to Caffeine and Consoles, the console gaming channel dedicated to all things console gaming and sipping on that black gold we call coffee. 8-bit dough, 8-bit do, however you want to call it, I think make the best controllers, hands down, when it comes to gaming in general. They mostly make controllers for the Nintendo Switch. They have circuit boards, they have everything you need to update retro controllers, they have adapters, but realistically it's pretty much just Nintendo Switch. I have fallen in love with the 8BitDo Pro 2 controller. This one has a little bit of dust on it since this guy's taken over, because of its form factor. I love symmetrical thumbsticks, but this isn't what I want to talk about today. I also think that the new Ultimate controller, especially this new wireless one, is probably the best Nintendo Switch controller ever created. Better than the actual Pro controller, though I do miss HD Rumble, and this does not have Amiibo support. I still think that this is the best Nintendo Switch controller out there, but again, that's not what I want to talk about. Today I want to talk about quite possibly the most peculiar controller that I've used, but actually my #1 most enjoyable controller that I've ever used. I'm talking about the 8BitDo Arcade Stick. This thing is out of this world. I have never used an arcade stick independent from actual arcades, well, ever. This is my first time owning an arcade stick, and this thing is always out. It looks gorgeous, and it's really fun to use. It has multiple things that I think are stellar when it comes to your user experience. First, we have a switch option as well as an X option, which the X option is for PC output. It doesn't work on the Xbox. As far as connection is concerned, you have a Bluetooth connection and a toggle switch for a 2.4 gigahertz adapter, which is stored very conveniently in this little door, which is also where you can plug in your USB-C to USB-A cable that ships with it. It has all the buttons you need, every single one. When it's in switch mode, it has BA, YX, as well as L and R, and left Z and right Z, or ZR and ZL. And then when it's in X mode, or PC mode, it's AB, X, Y, and it's left trigger, left button, right button. Awesome. The player 1 and player 2 buttons are just macro buttons that you can map, and you can map everything through the 8BitDo Ultimate software, which is crazy. It has turbo buttons, start, select, everything you would need, and the actual feel of the joystick and the buttons is reminiscent of days of old. I would say that this is an extremely unique controller to own. It isn't one where you can play every single game with it, although you technically can, because there is another toggle switch that you have 3 different toggles. LS means left stick, and so that immediately makes this joystick function as a left stick. DP, which is the D-pad. Now it functions as a D-pad, and finally RS, which is the right stick. So if you're trying to do 2 things at the same time, you can't, but you can move your character and then switch over to right stick to move the camera angle. Extremely inefficient and almost unplayable in some games that require those 2 thumbsticks to move at the same time, but technically on paper, you can do it. I wouldn't say that this controller needs to make its way into every gamer's home, but I would say that if you play any sort of retro titles, this controller is awesome. I played through Super Mario World with this, and I loved every moment of it. I played through some of the older Mario games. I played through some of Zelda, Link's Awakening, Link to the Past, and it was also really fun. Another thing that I really enjoyed was playing Mario Kart. Didn't expect that to be something I liked. And of course, Super Smash Bros. Was a blast. This is $100. It really shouldn't be something you purchase as a standalone product. You better have another controller. And if you want my recommendation on one third-party controller to get, if you're gonna get any single one, it would absolutely be the 8BitDo Ultimate controller, wireless one, specifically for the Nintendo Switch. But this arcade stick is the most fun I've had on my Nintendo Switch since the launch of Breath of the Wild. It is incredible, and I am going to use it as much as I can with as many games that support it, because it just feels so fun to play a game this way. Guys, at least just check it out. Watch some videos on it. I'm not the only one that's made videos on this. Wolf Den has incredible videos on it. But, as always, happy gaming.